stuff over here. Tony, you just want to know exactly what Virginia bushcraft doing. Well, Virginia bushcraft is being Virginia bushcraft. It's trying to teach you something. So you got to learn like Virginia bushcraft doing. But when you're doing bushcraft, you got to learn these little tricks. Talking about a tri-stick. See? There's my fishing line. That can also be a prize bar because it's got that little crook right there. This can be a spike or be a hammer area. You see I got my hole, my notches. This can be a spacer between two trees. This right here, if I turn it this way, actually, I can use it for holding things on there. Like a coffee pot or something like that. This notch here is a bellin. Which would be leaving inside of a tree. Or I could just take this and I can turn my crown into a spike, nail it in, and put my tree limb here. That's why they call it a tri-stick. That's what Virginia bushcraft was trying to tell you. You gotta learn that stuff. The bark here is what you need to learn. This bark, supposed to turn it into a rope. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to take this little bark, start doing this. Until you get it into a rope. You see what I'm saying? And this is also supposed to be the area that you can put your rope at. But I can actually cut it off. I got me a slingshot. See, that's one part that Virginia bushcraft was teaching you. See, Tony, that's what you need to learn. You need to learn something like that. Second, there's another slingshot or a pole holder and a spike. All you gotta do is just cut it off right there and you can hook your stuff to it. Same thing, still useful. Now feathering, you got 5 different kinds. You got a single feather, which is supposed to be just for using fire. You got 2 sides, is one for extra and one for not. Then you got the 3-side, or what we call a full tree all the way around with feathers on it. Like this one right here, it's got 2 sides. One side here, 2 sides here. Over here, all 3. So I could use this and walk out there. I could scratch it all the way up, catch it on fire, and I can sit there and go like that if I want to. But the bad thing about it, and most people ain't paying attention, the man who wrote the damn thing about bushcraft, and where this knife comes from, Mors knives, was actually inspired by the man who wrote the Bible of bushcraft. This is his book. It's about Instructor Trainee Program. You know, I take that damn Appalachian Trail, see, Tony? And I always carry me a log book, 7 log books. So if I wanted a job to teach survival, it shows every place I've been, and it shows what kind of plants I know about, trees I know about. And then if I want to teach people, I can put their names in the book. That's why you got a log book. Qualified paper don't mean crap. Ask Virginia bushcraft. He's learning. You think he's going all over these places? But if he has a log book, that comes in handy. But he's doing the right thing. What else does it tell you about being in there? Well, right here's the first thing. For an employee, qualification, signature, that he cannot trust until he has shown his paperwork for the employer. And then he cannot use other judgment but his own judgment. So that logbook is better than that paper. Well, to get in here about knives and bushcraft, and that's what I'm going for. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here it is. Qualification of a knife. Trial stick. See, this is Jim Morris's book, man. Man, he wrote the book. You see what I'm saying? It's his book. And then what you gotta learn about it. Okay, what does it say? About knives. How to sharpen them, make them. Okay, you gotta have a trowel stick. Okay, here's your trowel stick. Next, you need to know how to make needles and gauges. I guess that's what he's talking about, needles and gauges. Okay, turning twine into, taking the bark and making it into a rope. Okay, well I showed you that. Okay, we got them two right there. Folklore toys. Well, I did Thailand. It's bamboo. Okay, I got the toy. Okay, that was bamboo. A 1 feather, 2 feather, 3 feather sticks. Carving faces. Remember, I was doing that already. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you gotta carve animals, signs, faces, and body. Okay, well I was doing that, I even put names on there. So I did that. Next is Siberian bow trap for small game. I ain't did that yet, but I ain't in the woods. But you see what he's talking about. Always use fallen trees and fresh cut trees to make walking sticks and firewood. That's it. Using a scavengation knife should be at between 4 and 2 inches. 4 inches and 2 inches. And do a 90-degree work in survival and a blade of 6 to 8 inches at 10%. Well, we did all that. What he's talking about there is taking this, cutting notches right here, doing a circle, but the biggest thing to him is making toys out of wood, or carvings of animals, or carving of faces, signs, flowers, or like I did names. But there's a symbol of a license, that's Korea, yin and yang, fighting, Noah, that's Noah's 3 sons. See, there's Noah's 3 sons right there. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay. I didn't show you the other part. I'm getting ready to do that. That's mountain pictures, trees, a fire, a tent, and another tree, and more mountains. That's on that side. That's coming next. So I got that completed in the knife thing. All right, what else you need to know? You need to know your first aid. Okay, let's see, what else do you have in here? Dealing with accidents and basic first aid knowledge. Okay. Minimum preparedness of clothing, matches, knife, first aid kit, and backpacks. Okay, we gotta do that next. And you gotta do a 80-mile hike. Knowing how to use a saw, a chainsaw, a bow saw, a common saw, and a chainsaw chain. Oh That means taking something like this, getting you a chain and hooking a bar on it and a bar on it, and you're doing just like you're doing a rope saw, but you're using a chainsaw. Just a chain. So I understand what he's talking about. Let's see what it is. Add up your time through your logbook and go to more safety and first aid meetings. After 4 years, you can be classified as a basic survival instructor. He's got a lot more in here. That's just some of it. There's 57 different things you got to do. If you're going to be trained by him, there's 57 things you got to do. Good book, Tony. And this Virginia Bushcraft. It's a good book if you want to learn it. You see what I'm saying? That's a good book. There it is. Now, Virginia, you see what I did? I made me a slingshot, show some feather sticks. 3 size, 2 size, another fishing pole hook, a spike. See what I've been up to? Did my tri-stick, spike, or pry bar, another spike. I put my tree like that and have it blocked off. I can hold this. It's actually like that, hanging. Put my stick right there. My pot can be right here, so I see what he's talking about there. My spacer, my ropes that I can put up be right here, and my crown. So I did the same thing he was talking about. See what I'm saying? And I used a Mars knife. One of the best knives I've ever seen, boy. See what I'm saying? Ain't that bad. I like how they can go like that. And it's something else. You can actually use it in hand to hand. You can cut. And it's still razor sharp. Man, that's messed up, boy. That is messed up. Soft pine, this is soft maple. Craigmore tree. You know that's white pine. That's white pine real good. See what I'm saying? Nothing special. Oh my goodness, that sucker's razor sharp, boy. Make it easier. Dang, more knife is pretty darn sharp, boy. I like that. No wonder Cody likes sending stuff like this to me. And that sucker's still razor sharp. See what I'm saying? Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.